Hello and welcome to Hexed Encountered. My name is Joe. I'm going to be continuing the playthrough of SGS's Pacific D-Day, published by Avalon Digital. This is a PC game available on Steam and probably other places, but Steam is the one I know of, and that's where I got it from. So I am playing Tinian, and we are going to pick this up at the start of turn number 2. So we have card draw first, which I think I already did. Yeah, so they have one card they're holding right now, which gives them points for each turn that they continue to hold the airfields here at the northern end of the island. So we can close that down. We'll hit continue. We get our reinforcements. So these are landing on Beach White. We have some units from the 4th Marine Division, including the headquarters of the division, armor, and the 1st Battalion of the 24th Regiment. We will proceed to the next stage here, air and naval bombardment. So again, I showed this in turn 1. If you haven't watched that, please do so. So you'll have a better idea of what's going on. I gave a little bit more background and went through how the turns work, well, at least the first turn anyway. So we're going to continue here with our air and naval bombardment. So here is our warship force. We have 6 batteries we can fire. Then we also have 7 squadrons of, these are all Corsairs. In some of the other ones you have some other types of aircraft, but these are Corsairs. 7 squadrons of them to perform missions. Hopefully we can do some damage here and take the rest of these airfields sooner rather than later and begin to push down the island to the south to hopefully win the scenario. So, first things first, let's drop some naval gunfire on some people here. We'll pull this out. Okay, now I have split my force, so you have 3 and 3, and they're identical. Sometimes I would do 2-2-2. I've also done all 6 on one target, and I may do that once we go a little bit further south, especially when we get into the area with the redoubts in the hills, which are heavily fortified, and you really need to soften them up to get the tunnels and large pillboxes and so on knocked out, bunkers, so that you can capture them and win the scenario. So this is easy. You drag it out. You can drag it out into a water area. This isn't really hexes. It's more area based, as you can see the outlines here on the map. Or you can just go directly to whatever you're going to target. So we will target. You can see the sandbag here at the bottom of the counter. That would indicate they have some kind of fortification. So I'm going to hit the far end of the. Well, that didn't work. You have to drop it in specific spots sometimes, like that. Now this is the eastern end of Airfield 1, and then I'm going to hit the middle of Airfield 1 as well. And with my aircraft, we'll take 3 of them and do the same thing, drag them out. And then I'll do a 2 and drag it out. So now I have 3 flights, basically. I'll do some airstrikes. I'll send the 3 out and hit. See, this one says it's got anti-aircraft, but we will take it on anyway. We actually had a dogfight with Japanese. That worked out okay, though. We didn't really take any damage, it appears. We'll do this. See if they come out to fight again. They did. And we shoot down another aircraft in a dogfight, so that's good. And finally, we will hit this lower one as well. So once you come over, you can kind of see what they have to some extent. Sometimes you get this question mark where it's a little unclear. If we zoom in a little further, this looks like a mortar. We have kind of a lightweight fortification here at the airfield. This is a bunker, I believe. This is like a sandbag bunker, maybe. Obviously, that's a mystery. We have anti-aircraft over here. You don't always see what they have when you fly over, but the aircraft do give you some good reconnaissance as far as what might be in that hex, or at least partially what's in that hex. All right, so this guy took a bit of a beating last turn here, but I think we'll send him here because it looks like, oh, I have to move to the next phase. Okay, so you get your air battle results. You can see we had 2 hits here with an elimination and an elimination here as well. So that was good. Knock out some of his aircraft. Now, this is their landing. The landing of these 2 units over here. So they each took one hit. And now I'm able to, once I click this. Okay, now that they're flashing green, that indicates which ones I haven't used yet. I'm going to take this guy here, and I'm going to just move him down here. And then maybe if I get a breakthrough, I can hit the airfield coming off of this one. Maybe. Now this guy I'm going to send through the airfield and then hit this half of the airfield. And then we'll bring these guys. The only thing they can do is land. So they're going to land. And that's it. It's real simple because it's turn 2. There isn't a whole lot of units out there needing to be used. So we will proceed to the next phase. Now we have our battles. Airfield center. They're going to play a card, it looks like. So they play for the Emperor card, which gives them a morale and defense boost. They're also playing friendly fire, which means one of our hits will be applied to our own units. That's always fun. And now we will go with bombard. So we have our naval artillery firing. You can see we got a few hits here, so that's good. This is not a lightweight. They do have an infantry unit here with 6 steps. So hopefully we can reduce these guys fairly quickly and get them out. So we had an infantry unit retire from the fight there. We panicked, and we didn't take it. So not good. Not good at all. So let's see. Hopefully we have better luck down here. So we took two shots. The small bunker took 2 shots. Here's the sandbag bunker. So that's what that image indicates. It's pretty basic bunker with only 1 step. All right. Moving on. Now we can play a card. We have a 90% chance of victory, so I'm not going to waste a card on that. That was that. Now do we get a breakthrough? We do. So now I can come here, which I know is tough because I already hit it once. Or I can go here. Let's take airfield 3. Now this time it's a 49%, so we'll take the direct naval gunfire card this time, I think. And that'll do it. Now he's got cards as well, mortars. Now we probably won't win this fight. We're down to a 39%. We gotta hope we get some hits from the air units. Okay, so they routed, or we routed rather, which is bad. So we're not doing real well here. I did much better the last time I played this scenario. All right, so we did some damage, but that went a lot worse than I thought it would, to be honest. Now let's see if we can move these air units. So let's try with, we'll just pick 4 here. Let's see if we can do anything with these guys. Okay, so that time it worked. All right, so I'm not sure what I did wrong last turn. I obviously did something incorrectly last turn, but it didn't let me do it. This time it did. So now I have some air cover over my 2 units here. Okay, so now you get your replacements, and we have 1. So basically, it fully replenishes 1 unit, and tanks you need 2. So this first number here, the 2, indicates that you would need to spend 2 to get back to 100%, and this is how many steps are missing, or strength points, as the game calls it. Usually, when I get something down to a 5, where you're missing 5 points, I would replenish one of these 2. So I will do that. I guess it doesn't really matter. I'll do the 3rd Battalion of the 25th, I guess, and move on. Sometimes I will not use it and save it, and that way you can still use it. You use it in the next turn, and you would have 2 points. So you get like 1 point per turn, basically, is how that works. So this is the end of the turn. We'll do the Japanese turn. They're drawing. They've got air base stuff going on, so they did have a battle there, it looks like. All right, so the 2nd Marines have completed their feint landing at Tinian City. The division now constitutes a floating reserve. I get 1 victory point per turn until the division's ordered to land. Upon receiving the order, the division will land at White Beaches. So these are the White Beaches up here at the top. Okay, so you have this card which just says no Marine. Now, when it's outlined in purple, it means you have to play it, so we'll play it. Now, the green means it's an optional play. It's eligible to be played. Do I want to play it? I'm going to play it because, yeah, I'll get an extra victory point per turn if I don't use them, but I'd like to get my forces on the beach so I can start conquering this island. So I'm going to play this. Now we get a Gung Ho card, which gives us the +1 and their combat factor as well, so they get a little extra strength. So this is basically the Marine equivalent of that For the Emperor card that we saw the Japanese play last turn. Okay, so we will get this started here. That was the card draw, so let's move on to the airbase return. Now we get our reinforcements. So you see we have the 2nd Division here, ready to land at White Beach. Now they already have some reduction in strength, probably from the fight on Saipan, but we'll have to deal with that. All right, so we're back to our bombardment phase. So we'll take 3 of these. I'm just splitting them out to make it easy for myself here. All right. So at some point, I want to start hitting these 4 right here. Now, if you zoom out far enough, you can see the stars that indicate the victory objectives. So we have one here, and here, Tinian City, Air Base. This is a radio station, I believe. I don't know if it tells you there. Yeah, so you have radio. This is the list. So we have the airfields, Chacha, North Tinian, 2 radio stations, South Tinian, and then not listed because it's not a structure would be these redoubts here. So, and up north here you can see we got airfield. So let's start hitting these airfields. So we'll hit this guy again. We'll hit this guy, and then we'll take our 3 strength air unit, go here. They'll fire anti-aircraft at it, and we'll hit this guy, and we'll hit this guy. Okay, that'll wrap that up. We move on. Nothing happened in the air battles, so we have our landing hits now. They're taking 6. That's a lot, unfortunately. Okay, so first I want to move these guys out. So we'll come over here. We're going to take this unit and we're going to hit this again. Oh wait, we have to hit this first. Now we can activate them. Go here. Go here. Yeah, we're at our stacking limit. So we'll go here, I guess. over here, we'll just land. So we'll have some extra forces here on the beach. That's it. These early turns go pretty quickly because you don't have a lot of units. All right, do we want to play any cards? You know what? I'm going to play well, maybe I'll save my gung-ho card. My odds are pretty good. You know what? I'm going to play it. Wow. Well, that wasted my card because he ran. But we'll take it because we're going to break through here. So we get our bombardment from the Navy. That took a big dent out of that small bunker as well. I think we have a shot here, maybe. We'll go one more. And we successfully won there. That's good. South Airfield. Close air support. We're at 56%. Yeah, why not? Let's go for it. All right. So they retreated. One there. See, now things are starting to roll a little bit, and we have our breakthrough opportunity. So we can move back, which wouldn't make sense. So we'll just move forward. Here. Now we have one last fight. This is just an airstrike, which isn't, well, it did do 1 damage, so that's good. I'll take 1 damage. So that turn went well, much better than the second turn did. Airbase return. Now we're back to the air defense move. So we'll try this again. Let's see if we can do 3 this time. Well, let me do it this way. We'll do 2. And 2. And 3. So let's see. We'll move this guy. Actually, it looks like none of them are green, so this probably won't work. Oh, it is working. Okay. What did that say? Oh, it was about the structure, I think. All right. I'll do that. Be done. We get our replacement phase again. Now, I've taken a beating on some of these. So I have 1, 2, down to 1 step. So he's at Airfield 3, so that's the southern one. He's at Airfield 1 East. I think this guy's in a more precarious spot, so we'll replace for him. All right, so we can't use the airfield, but we have our aircraft carriers, so that's not a problem. The airfield was damaged in the battle. So we've taken these now, so they're going to get a new card that'll probably be related to holding the next airbase, which would be this guy right here, I think. I think that's what their next... Basically, they're going to continue to get 1 victory point every turn as long as they continue to hold objectives until we conquer all the objectives and take the island. So we'll proceed to the next phase. This is their turn. So now they get 1 victory point for Airfield 2, which is this guy down here, so they have to play that. And that is the end of their card turn. Now they'll do their land movement. They start pulling back, it looks like. And we go to turn 4. So we drew a mortar card, which gives us 1 extra loss inflicted on the enemy in the next battle. So that'll be good to have. But for now, I'm going to actually wrap this up. Again, my goal is to try and keep this relatively short. We're coming up on 20 minutes. I think that's plenty long. So I'm going to stop and hold on here for the time being. And we'll pick this up with the next couple turns, maybe 2-3 turns in part 3. So thank you again for watching. This is Hexed Encountered. My name is Joe. And until next time, happy gaming.